What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Frontline 2 Exilium. So yeah, let's go continue and do this battle here. I did add Papasha here because I just want to see like just pets only for this entire battle. But yeah, should be good enough. They're all like level 60 and all that stuff, so there shouldn't be like any problems at all. There we go. But this is really cool, man. I like the just having these guys. There's just all like robot pets. I do hope they make more summons in the future. Cause yeah, I love summoning in games and stuff. Conjuration was one of my favorites. Yeah, probably been my favorite in the Elder Scrolls. Like back in Skyrim, dude, I would just like always max out the conjuration, summoning like a bunch of pets and stuff. But yeah, it's really amazing. Okay, where's this last guy at? It's so far away. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's continue with the story here. Nikita moves through the battlefield like a panther, her actions efficient and lethal without any flashy moves. For those who glimpse her briefly, it's already too late. Their fate is sealed. Wait, this transport team's got a doll that's strong? Our intel must have been wrong. Screw the intel, just grab what we can, or this whole trip's wasted. Okay, you win the tin can's attention. You draw the tin can's attention. I'll hijack the truck and drive off. Whatever we get is ours. You're sending me to the to the line of fire while you make off with the loot? You think I'm a dang fool? A dirty rust bucket like you, who you dares to lay hand on my bros? You're so dead. As one of them revs a motorbike and charges at Nikita, the two men stop arguing and exchange a look. Let's go, bro. Split the take. Huh, my thoughts exactly. Not far away, Nikita notices the suddenly moving Manga security transport vehicle and immediately spots the two sneaky men in a cab. She checks her sidearm, dashes up to a nearby ladder in 3 quick steps, then hurls herself toward the charging Varjuger biker. Wait, what? She kicks him off the motorbike mid-charge, grabs the handlebars midair, and swings herself into the bike using the momentum. After steadying it, she guns the throttle and speeds after the truck. Yeah, she's so cool. Thud. A dull impact hits the truck roof. The two Varjugers in the cab glance at each other. What the heck is that? Probably just another dang rock falling off your head. We've hit the jackpot. A whole truckload. Oh, right. This stuff is in high demand in the contamination zones. We can jack up the price like crazy. But we're supposed to turn it in, remember? Knowing the boss, how much do you think we'll actually get? You got a point. Maybe we should just pocket it all? Are you insane? Still, if we just skim a little off the top. Gunshots ring out before he finishes. Bullets pierce through the window, hitting the driver's hand with deadly precision. Yeah. The truck veers wildly across the terrain. The two inside are tossed around like ragdolls. Nikita sees the moment and leaps it through the shattered window, grabbing the steering wheel with one hand, and she aims her gun with the other and fires 2 precise shots into their legs. Bang bang. You. Nikita slams on the brakes, fighting the wheel, and barely stops the truck from crashing into a massive roadside boulder. She ties up the 2 Varjugers and sets them aside before inspecting the cargo. Many of the cans were damaged during the commotion. Black currant syrup and fuse are spilled everywhere. Those are definitely black currants. In one of the cracked cans, Nikita spots the corner of a small plastic bag. She picks it up. Inside is a sealed sachet of brownish yellow powder. Could this be used to make Vitalis? Wow. Hey, doll lady, please spare us. We're gonna bleed out at this rate. You didn't get hit in many major arteries, you'll live. Now, I need more intel on Vitalis. These, where do you usually sell them? She shakes the bag in front of them. You guys don't even know what you're transporting? Oh, we should sell them to the underground brokers, or small taverns in contamination zones. They brew it into drinks and sell it to poor dudes suffering from radiation sickness. Radiation sickness? You mean Elid? What now? I don't know. Please, lady. No, Madam Doll. I can't remember stuff like that. You mean that disease where your body grows rocks and stuff? I think taking too much of this makes people dumb or something. It's not for doll syndrome then. So this isn't the raw material for Vitalis? What now? Never heard of that. Figures. It's a psychological condition unique to Satellite City residents. Then what is this stuff called? You must know that at least. Look, Madame Doll, you let us go, and I'll tell you all about it. Before he can finish, a cold black muzzle is pressed against to his forehead. He looks up at Nikita, who's staring down at him with an expression as cold as steel. You know very well, there's no room for negotiation between us. So did she kill them? I had no idea. Alright, let's keep on going, man. Yeah, that was just one. We got 10 more left. I guess now 9. So yeah, I at least want to do like 5 per video here, whenever we can. The canned food transported by Monkey Security concealed a substance called Erdis, a brown powder rumored to contain anti-Elid properties. Its ingredients are unknown. It's often mixed into beverages and sold to Elid patients. Its actual effectiveness is unverified, but it has not passed regulatory approval. It is without question a banned substance. Nikita pulls out a small plastic sachet and hands it to Inesa, who is seated on the sofa. I retrieved this on site. I have video evidence to back it up. Inesa opens the sachet, pours the powder onto her palm, and rubs it between her fingers. You weren't discovered while collecting this evidence, were you? I don't think so. I destroyed the truck's dash cam. The only 2 witnesses were the 2 Varugers. I tossed them into the ravine. Alright. She killed him. Statistically, there should be no solid evidence against me. Lack of evidence doesn't mean you won't be suspected. No witnesses also means no one to testify for you. Both you and the physical evidence disappeared for too long. If there's any discrepancy in the cargo count later, suspicions will naturally fall on you. It doesn't matter if they do. This evidence is enough to indict Monkey Security, and by then, I should be reinstated in the PSA. Hold on. Who said you're coming back? The mission isn't finished. Our goal is to uncover the evidence of them trafficking Vitalis. Finding evidence of Erdis is a banned substance should prompt a full investigation by the PSA that would likely lead to clues about Vitalis, no? Besides, if the Varugers' claims are true, Erdis is already causing serious harm in the contamination zones. The longer it's left unchecked, the more people it will be endangering. Nikita, I'm not dismissing the results of your investigation, but... Inesa rubs the bridge of her nose. First of all, these security companies backed by big corporations have countless ways to evade risk. Just this bit of evidence isn't enough for a full investigation, and we could lose the chance to keep digging into Vitalis. Secondly, please remember our jurisdiction. We are the Public Security Administration of Satellite City ODE-13. We're responsible for ODE-13 residents. The residents of the contamination zones are not under our protection. So you're saying there won't be any action taken regarding Erdis? There will be, just not right now. We'll file the evidence for archival. Just filing it? Nikita. Inesa's tone darkens. I know that justice is just a core keyword in your foundational logic, but justice in the real world isn't so simple. Sometimes, in order to achieve a greater justice, you have to allow some losses to happen, even if it contradicts your programming. So, in order to protect justice, you must turn a blind eye to illegal activity? That logic makes no sense to me. Also, you said the contamination zones aren't within our jurisdiction, but think of it another way. Residents of ODE-13 are committing crimes. Doesn't that warrant immediate action? Don't play word games with me. I understand this is very difficult for adults to grasp. You just need to follow orders. From now on, act cautiously and keep a low profile. Record things, but don't interfere. Gradually work your way into the inner circle. Understood? Nikita locks eyes with Inesa for a long moment, then finally looks away. Understood. Justice isn't so simple. No, justice is simple. Don't let those who hurt others walk free. No matter the situation, always do what you believe is right. You, you guys don't even know what you're transporting? Ow. We sell them to the underground brokers, or small taverns and decontamination zones. They brew it into drinks and sell it to poor dudes suffering from radiation sickness. Radiation sickness? You mean Elid? People are committing crimes. People are dying because of it. As someone who knows the truth and has the ability to do something, I can't just sit by and do nothing. As the workday ends, employees stream out of the building. Once Nikita confirms that David has left, she walks against the crowd into the office building. Countless terminal screens cast a faint blue glow on the empty office. Nikita moves among them and sits at her own desk, pretending to be working on a report as she discreetly connects to level 2. Found it. David's IP address, but it's password protected. Nikita cracks her knuckles. Let's do this. Are we gonna find a level 2? Here we go. Alright. I got my own robots. I got a robot dog and a red robot of one of you guys. Here we go. Yeah, this is so cool, man. And yeah, so far there's no mention of like other dolls. Like it's only been her as like the only doll featured in the story so far. That's new, right? I don't think we've ever had a story where there's only been like one doll present in the story. I feel like, you know, usually there will be at least 2 dolls present. And I'm not talking about like the focus, because like, you know, with Zhao Hui, you know, you can see that it's been mainly her as the featured doll. But in the story so far, there's like been no other dolls here. Just some recent transport logs. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. Nikita scans through the logs carefully. Multiple shipments to the Phoebe factory in LVI 14. Why would a pharmaceutical factory need so much? Wine and drinking glasses? Even if it's for employee benefits, the quantity and frequency are excessive. Maybe these, like the canned blackcurrants, are just cover goods to conceal banned substances? She spots the PSA border control stamp on the bottom of the shipping manifest. Her expression darkens. Right, why didn't I think of this earlier? Hang on. While flipping through the pages, Nikita notices a peculiar number. Among a long string of nearly identical timestamps, one transport log stands out. Order 20710209, same route, but the transportation time was nearly double the usual duration. Listed reason, a collapse storm. Suddenly, her personal communicator rings. She exits level 2 temporarily. Caller unknown. Hello, this is Nikita. Oh wait, never go. Oh, that's so funny. So wait, she does know Mosin Nagant. Wow. That is so funny. You guys remember in the previous video when I did some polls? Like when I got Nikita, like during a 10 poll, the very next elite doll that I got was Mosin Nagant. It's very coincidental and stuff. So wait, I assume that Mosin Nagant knows Nagant, right? I mean, there's gotta be a connection there, right? So wait, can I make a team out of... If they're like friends, that means I can make a team out of them maybe, right? Mosin Nagant, Nikita, and then Nagant and Ksenia, right? There we go, that's already my full team there. And I've already got them too. That's so cool. If, you know, that is the case. But yeah, it's Mosin Nagant. Nagant. Oh wait, yeah, Nagant's there. she does know Nagant, okay. I kind of like, you know, did not read that. Nagant and I are on a mission in ODE 13 right now. Why did you leave the PSA? Mosin Nagant? Surprised by the unexpected call, Nikita instinctively glances at the security camera on the ceiling. I can't really talk right now. Oh sure, if you're free tonight, come meet us at District K, number 153. Let's hang out. See ya. Got it. The call ends. Nikita thinks for a moment. Yeah, that was my first time seeing Mosin Nagant on screen here. That's pretty cool. If I remember correctly, Mosin Nagant works for the Public Security Administration too. Oh really? Oh, I guess that's my new team now. The Public Security Administration. I assume that, Nikita will be back there at the end of this after, spying at Manga Security. But that's really cool, man. Throw in a different satellite city. A plan begins to form in her neural cloud. But there's one more thing I need to do first. Nikita backs up the transport records, logs out of David's terminal, and turns off the screen. So do they really know each other? Like, I guess they do, but like, I'm just wondering if they're an actual like group that they, stick close to. I mean, yeah, there you go. That's already my new team there. That is really amazing. So yeah, I can build a team out of that. I might as well. I don't know if I have most of the Gaunt already built out. I might just add her to the battles too now, because she was mentioned, and I guess also Nagant too. In the deserted hallway, she stands before the door to the surveillance room. Huh, looks like I won't be buying toys for the kids this month. She knocks several times, but no one answers. Just as she's about to inspect the door's keypad, she hears footsteps behind her. The surveillance operator appears, holding a meal container. Looks like he was out for dinner. A doll? What do you want? Though caught off guard, Nikita recovers quickly. You must be Mr. Anthony. I'm Nikita. Captain David sent me to confirm that the previous footage was properly deleted. David. He glances around cautiously and lowers his voice. You're new? I haven't seen you before. I was brought into Manga Security by Captain David, working for him on the inside. Fine. Of course the footage was deleted. Does the paranoid dude not trust me? May I double check? It's not your place to tell me what to do, doll. If David has doubts, let him come to me. Let him come himself. You should know by now that I don't work for free. Gotta pay up if you want something done. Could I please double check? I said no. He abruptly stops, his eyes fixating on the card in Nikita's hand. I just found this in the hallway. A withdrawal card worth 250 credit tokens. No idea who dropped it. I'll take that. I dropped it at Lost and Found. I'll be back in 15 minutes. After he leaves, Nikita slips into the surveillance room and closes the door. Countless screens emit a faint white glow in the room, like eyes all watching the intruder in their domain. Nikita steps up to the control panel and begins searching. Level 2? Yep, level 2 again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add, I guess, Mose and a Gaunt squad here. I assume Ksenia is also part of them too, so... Gonna withdraw. Gonna put you over here. Let's put, Nagant. Yeah, I do have her level 60. The Nagant, Ksenia. There we go, my new full team. Did not even realize they knew each other, but there you go. Yeah. I just love making like the lore-based teams based on friends and factions. That's what I've been doing for all the gacha games so far. So that's why I'm like so into this right now. That's why I'm like so happy. Yeah, that's very cool, man. Okay. An attack. Nice. Okay. Found it. Data floods into her neural cloud as she navigates her level 2. A particular frame catches her attention. In it, David is seen getting out of a vehicle. Nikita notes down the license plate number. If the employee garage weren't only accessible to staff with registered vehicles, I wouldn't need to check the surveillance. Anyway, I've got the plate. Now? Wait a minute. The footage continues. A familiar figure appears, getting into David's private car. Is that Una? Anissa's daughter. What she's got to do with manga security? Later, in a cafe in the commercial district, Nikita meets up with Nose and Nagant and her team. Here we go, we're gonna see her team. Huh? Protocol violation? Seriously? What happened exactly? It's complicated. Hey, there she is. Oh, sounds like you're hiding something. It's been a while since Griffin, but I remember back then, Nikita was the most by the book of us all. But wow, your workplace has such a bad vibe. The front desk totally flipped out and threw us out when they heard we were looking for you. What do you do in your poor... What will you do to your poor co-workers? Ksenia. Sorry, Nikita. If you don't want to talk, just ignore her. She just likes the steering the pot. Steering the pot? I'm just curious. And hey, you yourself were wondering why she left the PSA before she got here. Remember? I was not. You totally were. You practically had, "Oh, gossip, gimme gimme," written all over your face. Be honest with yourself, Senior Nagant, who drinks milk. I did not. Cut it out already. And what's wrong with drinking milk anyways? I agree. I love drinking milk. Like, it's really good. Probably my favorite drink of all time. It's not that I don't want to talk. Nikita speaks calmly, her expression composed but earnest. It's just that a lot of strange things have happened to me recently, things that are hard to explain. Right now, all the evidence I have is fragmented. It doesn't form a complete picture. Rushing to tell you everything might not be a good idea. You could tell us what you do know. Maybe we can help you piece things together? Nikita falls silent. Of course, if you'd rather not, that's fine too. Just a suggestion. Thank you, wasn't a gaunt, but even if I can't tell you everything, I may still need your help. Help? Is it about that matter? Related to your protocol violation? It is, somewhat. You want our help without telling us the full story? You can't have it all, you know. I'll pay you. Alright, boss, what kind of service do you require? Ksenia, your attitude changed really quick. Who say no to money? You've known me long enough. I'll make sure you're compensated for your time, since this would eat into your free hours. A reasonable client. What a breath of fresh air. So Nikita, tell us what you need help with. I'll need to assess the risk. I have a license plate number. I'd like you to trace that vehicle's travel history. See if it's been to any suspicious locations. The group exchanges glances. Nikita, you're not involved in anything too dangerous, are you? Asking us to track a law-abiding citizen. This isn't just about time or money anymore. Can you at least tell us why? Why isn't it just about money? Ksenia. Fine, got it, Senior. Ksenia shuts her mouth. Nikita speaks again, somewhat guiltily. Sorry, I can't really tell you that either. A heavy silence hangs in the air. I know, it doesn't feel good to be forced into a situation without knowing anything. Honestly, I don't fully understand it all either, so I can't jump into any conclusions, but when I piece together the truth, I will tell you everything. And if this causes you any harm, I'll take full responsibility. Responsibility? What if helping you gets us fired from the PSA? I doubt it'll come to that, as long as we're careful. You shut up. Nikita pauses, then seems to make up her mind. If you do get fired, then I'll support you. Huh? I could take mercenary jobs in the contamination zones outside my main duties. They pay well, and I've already passed the qualifications. Whoa, wait a minute. What are you even talking about? Mosina Gaunt rubs her forehead. Nikita, this is serious. Nikita stops talking and lowers her gaze. Sorry, that was thoughtless of me. I do need your help. Out of the trust we built working at Griffin, I chose to ask you. But you're absolutely right. It's not fair to you if I don't tell you anything. Oh, so you are going to tell us the inside story? I'll tell you parts of it, selectively. After Nikita finishes her account, the group falls into deep thought. That's a lot to take in. So you're saying the person tied to this license plate is definitely a criminal, and you suspect that someone else is collaborating with them? Yes, the crime itself is already confirmed, but I haven't reported it yet to avoid tipping them off. I need more evidence to uncover whoever's behind him. So what we'd be doing is assisting an investigation. That's one way to put it. Mosenagon takes in Nikita's calm but resolute face and finally exhales. Alright, you have me the license plate number. We'll head to the Ministry of Transport and dig around. And if you got other plans, please be careful. I do. Seriously? I also want to ask you to help me tell someone. Nikita pulls out a photo and slides it across the table. The image is shadowy and a bit blurry. Everyone leans in. This person, I think I've seen her before. You have? Where? I haven't been idle these past few days after work in ODE 13. I've been picking up side gigs. A few days ago, I was working at a psych clinic and I saw this person. The uniform stood out, so it was stuck in my mind. Really? Can you take me to that clinic? I can, but... Ksenia, you're not going to ask for more money now, are you? You mustn't. Why not? My intel is super useful. It will push your case forward a great deal. Right. How much do you want? No, Nikita. Don't encourage her crooked schemes. How is this crooked, Senior? You're poor precisely because you don't know how to hustle. Why, you little... While the two bicker, Mosenagon turns again to Nikita. I'm guessing you can't tell us why you want this person followed either? Sorry. With a sigh, Mosenagon leans in and places a hand on Nikita's. I'll say it again, be careful. Nikita's calm gaze flickers slightly. Understood. Thank you all. So far, my first impression of Mosenagon is that she's very normal. Like the most normal out of, some of these characters here. Just like the way they act. Like, they can be jolly, serious, calm and stuff. But yeah, that's really cool. That was cool, like, just learning about Mosenagons here. So yeah, I feel like we've done a lot already. How much is there left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That's good. We're making very good progress. Alright. Night in Odessa is far from quiet. Soft light shines from the full-height windows of high-rise buildings, calm and restrained. A tall figure stands at one such window, looking down at the cold cityscape. Whoa, look at this. Mr. Scott, as I was just saying, Monkey Security's parent company has always had a good relationship with yours. We haven't forgotten whose help and support we receive to be able to establish ourselves in ODE-13. Please do pass that along to Mr. Rurik. Of course, everything we discuss in this call will be relayed to him verbatim, so please choose your words carefully, Miss Carmen. Naturally, I'll speak openly, as long as it's within my knowledge and within my bounds. What Mr. Rurik seems most concerned about is this other technical team that it assembled. Until recently, Gerard's R&D team has been the unquestioned pioneer and leader in the third-generation doll research. We will not tolerate any theft of Gerard's technology achievements at this critical juncture. Please, don't let that trouble you. The tall woman glances at her subordinates who just entered the room and signals for silence. VSK-94's data have not been shared with the new technical team. Gerard remains in the lead when it comes to the third-gen doll manufacturing. Locked it down that tightly, so this doll codename VSK-94, how exactly does she differ from the others we've acquired from IOP? I don't know. Monkey Security was simply instructed to contain and hold onto the doll. We were not given any access to related data. There has been no further directive from the Council. Never mind. No point asking further. I'll go ahead and relay Mr. Rurik's orders then. Carmen raises her eyebrows at the words orders, but her tone remains respectful. Please do. There's no doubt VSK-94 is special. However, discovering the nature of her uniqueness will require the company's cooperation. Of course, we won't force Monkey Security to synchronize VSK-94's data, as that would place our loyal allies in violation of contract terms, which would hinder future cooperation and intelligence sharing. Instead, we hope Monkey Security will assign VSK-94 to a mission within Gerard's jurisdiction. After that, we will detain her under the pretense of trespassing on private property and perform a study on her frame. The findings from this research will be partially shared with our loyal allies. This method will also offers a degree of deniability against accountability from it. What a meticulous and well-planned operation. I'll report the full plan to General Manager. Expect good news soon. The call ends. Carmen loosens her collar and sits down on the sofa. The subordinate, who has been waiting nearby, hands her a glass of red wine at just the right time. Pioneer, leader, technological achievements. Such bold words. Whatever. Let's hear the report. Carmen takes a sip of wine and listens to the report. Halfway through, she frowns. Why was VSK-94 sent on a covert mission? It was probably due to a dispatch error. Probably. Originally, VSK-94 was assigned to a regular transport mission, but its task number, content, and destination overlapped with those of the covert mission, which resulted in a management error. Has Frontline management become this sloppy? I should discuss a personnel reshuffle with Christopher. The woman's lips curl into a chilling smirk. Was there any unusual behavior from VSK-94 afterwards? According to the neurolog inspection, it appears not. Neurologs from dolls aren't reliable. They can't even be used as formal evidence. That gives me reason to suspect that VSK-94 has already discovered our covert operations. So what's next? Next? Since Gerard plans to use the trespassing excuse, why shouldn't I use the same? But before that, I want to make sure my piece is still where it should be. Understood. One more thing. What should we do about David? If it were just embezzlement, we could have just fired him, but he's come into contact with our covert business. This goes far beyond simple dismissal. His recklessness may cause us immeasurable losses. We can't keep him around anymore. So, unofficial disposal? No need to rush. I'll make sure his death is worthwhile. Oh boy. So was that like, I guess one of the heads maybe of Manga Security? Wow. And they know about Nikita too. And like what she's been doing, apparently. So, this is the place. Yeah, the vehicle owner whom you asked us to investigate, the one called David, shows up here the most frequently aside from Manga Security's office and his home. Look, the street sign matches the one in the surveillance footage. The two dolls circle around the warehouse. Doors and windows are locked. Let's go in through the exhaust vent. The exhaust vent? My clothes just got laundered. Fine, but you better reimburse me for cleaning. They crawl through the vent and enter the warehouse interior. Bleh, so much dust. What a dump. And dark too. Nikita and Ksenia each pull out a flashlight and start searching. The flashlights gradually reveal the warehouse's structure. On the left side, many crates are stacked high on metal shelves. Nikita climbs up and inspects them one by one. Yes, all of them contain cans of Erdis. Something to the right of the rack catches Nikita's attention. She jumps down and approaches a worn-out sofa placed in a corner. Wait, this spot. She pulls out her terminal and retrieves the photo that Inesa had previously shown her, the one with the person holding a vial of Fatalis. The photo is low resolution, but based on the tears on the fabric, she can tell it's the same sofa. This photo was taken here. She closely examines the silhouette of the person in the image and compares it to David's profile from her neural cloud. Profile silhouette fit similarity, 10% match. So David isn't just slinging Erdis, but also Vitalis. Dang. A terrible hypothesis emerges in her neural cloud. Hey Nikita, come look over here. I found something weird. Ksenia beckons at her from a distance. Nikita turns and walks towards her. My flashlight rolled under a shelf just now, and when I reached under to get it, I found this. It looks like a toy, right? But it has comms and a camera? Kids' toys these days sure are fancy. Ksenia hands over a toy badge. It's a familiar toy PSA badge, with dried blood caked on it. Where exactly did you find this? Over there. You look kind of scary. Yeah, that is kind of scary to think about, though. That's the toy for Uno, right? Nikita walks to the indicated shelf and points her flashlight toward it. Nothing obvious stands out. She grips the rack and gives it a shake, then applies some force to push it aside. The old metal groans under the strain as it threatens to topple over, and Ksenia hurries over to right it. Whoa, slow down. Those crates are on top are gonna fall. As the light hits the floor behind the shelf, bloodstains come into view. They sloppily wiped. They're sloppily wiped, but still clearly visible. Is that blood? Hey, 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 don't tell me what you're investigating involves a murder too. If that's the case, we really should report this to public security. Ksenia continues prattling, but Nikita is no longer listening. She stares at the bloodstains and grips the toy badge tightly. Una. That'd be kind of messed up if they... Because we saw her earlier, right? That'd be kind of messed up if she could have went off like that. That'd be kind of dark. Looks like level 2 again. I think I saw level 2 enemies there. Alright. Yeah, we'll see how this whole thing plays out, man. It's getting kind of creepy and scary here. As night falls, people were returning to their Satellite City crowd, the commercial district, trying to shake off the day's fatigue under the neon lights. Penn's Psychological Counseling, District D, number 1124. This is where you used to work part-time? Yeah, and right about now is when I'd be on shift as a cleaner. I already told the front desk to call in a temp. Whew. Ksenia stretches, watching the bustling crowd with boredom. I wanna go shopping too. Nikita, we've been working full throttle today. First a warehouse, out on the sticks. Now a psych office. You better pay me for all this overtime. Nikita doesn't respond, seemingly lost in thought. Hey Nikita, are you listening? Huh? Oh, I'm out of funds for now. I'll pay you back later. Ksenia eyes the clearly distracted Nikita and sighs. That badge, did it belong to someone important to you? Una's cheerful smile flashes through Nikita's neural cloud. I can't say for sure yet. Ksenia, stand guard out here. I'm going in. Alright, make it quick. At the workroom by the entrance, Nikita changes into a janitorial doll's uniform and pushes a cleaning cart into the office. The fit. It's a bit tight. The office is still open, but only a few people remain. Consulting room 1, room 4, archive room, there. The archive room isn't locked. Nikita pushes the door open. Despite the name, it's actually a server room. A terminal sits in the back corner for data retrieval. Let's see. She types a name into the terminal, a pop-up requests a password. Of course. Level 2. Of course, level 2 is how we hack in. So yeah, we got the team right here, man. I made a full team ready without even knowing it. Yeah, like I said earlier, that's kind of funny that we talked about how, like, what was it? I guess, I got everyone here, right? Yeah, I guess, earlier I was talking about how, like, it was just Nikita so far as the only doll featured in the story, but no, just like a few moments later, like Mosen Nagant appears out of nowhere, and then the rest of her team. Yeah, we get to finally see the whole team of her now. That is so cool. I do like this team. So yeah, I'm guessing this whole team here. I'm not sure about, Nagant and Ksenia, but I know for sure, Mosen Nagant is a public security person, just like Nikita here. So yeah, it does play out well, man. That's so cool. Like, I really do like this, what we got going on here. Nice. And yeah, I never really get to see these guys in action until, like, maybe now. Oh, that's so cool. You got a counterattack too. So yeah, I guess I'll be working on them next because they got the dog. I like the dog. She overrides control access, no more password blocks. She now has complete access to the archive database. Data floods into her neural cloud. She quickly spots the entries she needs. Found it. Inesa Grigorivna Chernova. Let's see if this will lead to any clues about Una. Excerpt from counseling session audio log number 700123. Inesa Grigorivna Chernova. Counselor, then let's begin. All right. When you came in just now, I noticed you kept staring at this painting. Is there something special about it? The girl in the painting looks a lot looks a lot like my daughter. You have a daughter? 10 seconds of silence. An adopted daughter, to be precise. Adopted? She must have an unusual background. She's the orphan child of a colleague. What happened to your colleague? 30 seconds of silence. I can't say. A painful memory? Yes, I was there when he died. He died for me, so I must raise his daughter as well and provide her with the best life I can. This gift of life is incredibly heavy. It sounds like she means a great deal to you. She is my everything. At first, I truly did see her as just my colleague's orphan, but over the years we spent together, she has become my daughter in every sense. Even if we're not biologically related, she's still my daughter. Aside from her, is there anyone or anything else that's important to you? For a person, having multiple emotional anchors is essential. 1 minute of silence. Sorry. It's okay. There's no need to apologize. Let's talk about something else. Do you still engage in charity work? Yes. I occasionally donate to orphanages or take Una along to do volunteer work. Is Una your daughter? Did she like going to the orphanage? I really enjoy doing that. She's such a kind child, always eager to help others. She does sound like a well-behaved child. More than just well-behaved, she has a strong sense of justice, like a little son. She loves watching the news and gets upset about anything unjust. Even when I tell her there's no such thing as perfect fairness in the world, she insists that even so, she wants to do her part to make things a little more fair. That sense of justice, did she pick it up from being around you? No, she's not like me. When it comes to things like fairness and justice, I've long since. Sound of a vibrating communicator, rustling clothes, a button being pressed. Sorry. Urgent work call. No worries. Let's end the session here for today then. End of recording. Una is her adopted daughter? I should listen to another one. Excerpt from casting session audio log number 700201. So before it was 123. Inesa Grigorivna Chernova. It's quite lively here today. Yes, there's a sharing event going on. The company even ordered some decent catering. How about a glass of Oldenlandia water? What's that? A beverage from my hometown. Apparently, it was all the rage ages ago because of its unique taste, and it's now back in production. Want to try it? No, I don't drink anything from outside. Professional habit? 5 seconds of silence. You could say that. That's fine. Let's talk about your hometown. Are there any distinctive foods? Mud cakes, dried grass? Sounds unappetizing. In the contamination zone, having anything to eat at all is considered lucky. I agree. You were born in a contamination zone? Yes. It must have been hard to climb all the way from there to your current position. Rustling of clothes. It was easy, and also very hard. I sold my soul to get where I am now. From this position, I have to do some very dangerous things. Whether I move back, forward and back, it's an abyss. Either way. Then your soul must be of great value. A value that can be discarded at any time. Let me ask you something. As an individual, would you rather be abandoned or choose to give up something yourself? 1 minute of silence. Fabric rustling. Neither. I don't want to lose anything. You mean, if you give up your current position, you'll be left with nothing, right? Yes. You lose your daughter too? I don't know. My daughter loves police dramas. She's always looked up to me. I'm afraid that if she found out the truth about what I do, she'd be disappointed and leave me. I can't accept that. I wouldn't be able to bear it. One moment. Before we go any further, I need to confirm something. Your work. Doesn't involve anything illegal or criminal activities, does it? 30 seconds of silence. Of course it not. So it's not illegal or criminal, but it's something you cannot truly openly talk about. Is that right? Yes. That's fine. Electronic notification tone. Time's up. That's all for today's session. See you next week, Inesa. Goodbye. End of recording. Born in a contamination zone, sold her soul to gain her position. Was she talking about her current role at the Public Security Administration? Let's see if there's more recent recording. Got it. Oh shoot, my bad. What number is this now? We'll just see the number. Oh wait, now it's 10317. So like, are these like the amount of time she's been doing these sessions? That's like a lot. Like we went from like 123 to like what? Like maybe at least, like maybe almost 100 more or something. But now we just skipped over to like 10,000. I'm just wondering if that's how it's like calculated, or like if that's like, you know, it's been like some time, and maybe they also include like numbers from other, you know, people too. But yeah, 5 minutes of silence. Inesa, we've been doing these sessions for a whole year now, but I still feel like you're not truly opening up to me. Have I done something wrong? 5 more minutes of silence. I read your health reports. Both your depression and anxiety have grown more severe. Are you sure your coming here every week is actually helping? Okay, that's kind of crazy. And you know, the silence are even becoming longer, 5 minutes long. I never got depression and anxiety from her at all. It is. 8 minutes of silence. I won't pressure you to reveal more than you're comfortable with, but I do have to remind you, if our conversation continues to be so brief and unfocused, then the time and money you're spending here might not be giving you the value that they should. 10 seconds of silence. You really do care about your work. It's just basic professional ethics. 1 minute of silence. Communicator button being pressed. This helps. I just want to talk to someone. Too. Understood. Then let's keep having conversations like this. Exiting level 2. Nikita stands in front of the terminal and reflects on the recordings she just heard. Suddenly, she recalls the strange feeling she had when she first took on this mission. My entry into monkey security was far too smooth, and from these recordings, it's clear that Inesa is hiding something. Plus, there's the surveillance footage of Una getting into David's car. Inesa must have some kind of connection to monkey security. That's crazy. Nikita remembers the bloodstained badge. I need to record all this fragmented information and analyze it later. Right now, the top priority is finding Una. So like now we can't even trust Inesa now. She probably like gave her daughter to what's his name again? David? Almost forgot about his name, even though they just mentioned it like a while ago, like minutes ago. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. And then we see the blood stain on the badge, the toy badge. Oh man. Wait, there we go. I at least did 5. Now we got 5 more to go. That'll be perfect to end things off here for the next video. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. That was really cool. I think, you know, my favorite part obviously would be the Mosin Nagant. We finally get to see her in the story. Before in the past, we would see Nagant and Ksenia during the Yuhi story. And I feel like we've seen them also in other stories too, maybe. I kind of forgot. But yeah, now we get to see Mosin Nagant, man. Like, finally, we get to see her in the story. I don't know if, like, she's featured in, like, some other, like, side story and stuff. I'm just following the main story and the event stories here, so... yeah, I don't know if she exists from there too. But for me, this was my first time seeing her here. And yeah, I think really the only ones left that I can think of is maybe the one squad with Cheetah. I think I haven't met them yet. Like if I were to go right now, yeah, like go back over here. I think I've met everyone in the story so far. Oh yeah, not Papasha. We haven't met her yet. Yeah, I haven't seen her yet. But yeah, like I think we pretty much met everyone, even Sabrina too, which is crazy. Finally got to meet her. Oh wait, you! Peritya, I have never seen her before in the story yet. I don't know what's her deal. I'm not sure if she's also part of the squad with like Cheetah and stuff. And I think in the loading screens too, right? I think I saw her with like, I think Cheetah too or something. Well yeah, like, can't wait to see more about them too. You know what's funny? I remember there's another squad that I think I've never seen before. Like in the login screen, there's like a group of dolls that look all tactical and stuff. I think they're all blonde too. I don't think I've ever seen them before too. Yeah, I wonder when we get to meet them, or if they're like just generic dolls. I'm not sure. But yeah, can't wait to meet, I guess, this squad next at some point. I think they're the only ones left when it comes to the base game characters. Yeah, like Cheetah too, and all that squad. Yeah, can't wait to see everyone here. Finally, we get to see mostly everyone in the story right now. But yeah, guys, that'll be for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good